Good morning, comic book fans. And here we are with the very first episode of Good Morning, Comic Book Fans. So I'll give people a couple of minutes to show up if anybody is going to show up. We're going to see the lighting change constantly in here. We'll see how it goes. It's taken me a while to get this set up properly, and I see that I still am off by just a little bit in my set there. So looks like we have hey Dylan. Dylan is showing up for us. Looks like we have 6 people or 5 or 6 people watching. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to our first episode. It is the Comic Book Pusher coming at you from the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. And it is Wednesday, January 8th, and it is a balmy, sunny 60 degrees here in the Tampa area. Good morning, Two Gun Pedro. How are you this morning? What we're going to do on this show, and we're going to do it every week at this time, like the Man of Steel banner. Well, this is actually a quilt that my wife made, and she is quite expert at quilt making, and she actually made this shirt too. Some of you might recognize it from the first episode of the Shredded Edition, and if you haven't watched the Shredded Edition, you should definitely go check it out. Is that lighting any better? Good morning, Bueller. We have Bueller in the house. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. If you haven't watched Bueller's show, you definitely should check it out. If you haven't watched Dylan's show, you should definitely check that out. And Two Gun, do you have a show? If you do, please send me a link, or I'll go check you out. I'm not certain if you do or not, but you know what? You should. Everybody should. Everybody should have a YouTube channel. Hey, Hector, how you doing this morning? One of the things we're going to do on this show is we're going to show you the comic books that come out every week right before the store opens. That way you'll be able to have it fresh in your mind. Of course, you're going to get reviews on a regular basis on our Facebook pages from the likes of Dylan's Comics and the likes of Comics with Bueller, and you'll probably see a few from Perry and Comic Jabroni in there as well. So shout out to all those guys, and if any of you haven't made it to their YouTube channels yet, you definitely should. It's amazing stuff, great entertainment, the best comic book stuff going on YouTube today. And what I would like to do is every week I'm going to have a secret word, which we're going to give you later on. And that secret word, if you're local, when you walk in the store between now and Saturday and you want to buy a trade paperback or a graphic novel, you give us that secret word and you're going to get 30% off that trade paperback or graphic novel. And that's a pretty fat discount for you right there. And what are we saying here, Two Gun? Oh, you don't? Well, I'm glad you're watching everybody else's channel. Thank you so much. We need all the fans we can get, right, guys? If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. I think everybody in this particular chat at the moment has. I think we'll expand our audience a little bit as we go by. More people will get to know us. I may be competing with events of the day. I think some dude who is a public servant up there in Washington is supposed to be giving some speech at the moment, but I'm sure we're not interested anyway. But we do have a lot of things we are interested in. We're interested in a stack of comic books that are coming out today. And what I would like to do is present them to you as quickly as possible so everybody has a view of what's coming out today. And it's a big stack. We have a big, look at this lighting a little better here. A little better. We have a big stack of comic books that came out today. And let's get right to that. We have Miss Marvel, number 11. Fallen Angels, number 5. X-Force with 2 covers, number 5. Ghost Spider, that is a gorgeous cover. I love that Ghost Spider cover. Ghost Spider number 6. Savage Avengers, Arrow, New Mutants, Amazing Spider-Man. This is the Marvel X cover, and this is the regular cover. Immortal Hulk, and we have 2 covers for Immortal Hulk. That's the Marvel X one and the Alex Ross. That's a crazy looking monster on there. Anybody know who that monster is? I do not recognize it. The Venom and the Marvel X Venom. Excalibur. And the other Excalibur. The flood of variants continues. Deadpool. Morbius. And the other Morbius. Strike Force. Ghost Rider. Mary Jane. And the other Mary Jane. Now, this is the comics you can expect to see on the shelves here today. Black Cat. And the other Black Cat. Spider-Man, the symbiote Spider-Man. We have 3 covers here. Conan Serpent War. Batman the Outsiders. And the other Batman the Outsiders. We have Catwoman. It's a cardstock cover. And the regular cover. Gridlock, or Ginlock, not Gridlock. Gridlock's what you have on the road. Ginlock. Young Justice. Batman 86, which is my pick of the day. I recommend this to everybody. And I think once you open it up, you'll know why. House of Whispers. Supergirl. And one of my favorite artists of all time, Artgerm Supergirl cover. Harley Quinn. Hawkman. The other Hawkman. Gotham City Monsters. Dollhouse. These Dollhouse comics are creepy as all get out. And another Dollhouse. Relics of Youth by Vault Comics. Vault's been up and coming. Zenescope still alive with a mystery. And we got Butcher of Paris. This story is based on an actual true story. And it's pretty gruesome. Yeah, a lot of Marvel titles, Pedro. Dark Red. How'd I recommend this? I think it just got optioned or picked up or will be. The plot. Ronin Island. And the other Ronin Island. Vengeance of Vampirella has a whole bunch of covers. Cosplay. Well, that's G.I. Joe. Red Sonja, another one that has a bunch of different covers, but we only get so many. Elvira. And Elvira. ElfQuest. You got Storm Kids. Lady Death. 2 different covers for Lady Death. My favorite here, I think. Dying is Easy. 2 different covers. Cyforce. Hey, if you got kids, Little Golden Books has been putting out all kinds of different superhero little golden books. So get your little ones. They're those thick books, you know, ones that their little fingers can handle a little bit better. And great stuff for kids. Get them started early on comic books. Tell them the Comic Book Pusher sent you. First one's free, kid. Zero's Journey. Archie, 1955, The Birth of Rock and Roll. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Robotech. And more Robotech. Star Wars Rise of Kylo Ren. Hot book. Sonata. And the other Sonata. I like this one best. Got that Mad Hatter hat going. Trees. Battle Pug. If anybody has a pug, you'll know why this is hilarious. And the other cover of Battle Pug. Oblivion Song. Gotta love Kirkman, man. Oh, no. Oh, this is not Oblivion Song. I got it confused. This is Gideon Falls. Good stuff, though. Ascender. Moonshine. Witchblade. These are all hitting the shelves. We open up at 12 o'clock. They're all hitting the shelves at that time. And Pretty Deadly, The Rat. Aquaman Giant. The stack's almost reached to the viewing of the screen here. True Believers. This True Believer stuff is a lot of fun and only for $1. Great deals. Probably dollar for dollar, your best deals right now in comic books are these dollar comics that are being put out by DC and Marvel, the True Believers and the DC dollar comics. Really, really awesome deals of some of their very best comics of all time. Speaking of dollar comics, my stack just went sideways. My lovely assistant is out getting coffee, so I'm on my own. Whoa, that's a stack. My Little Pony. For all you ponies and bronies out there, another My Little Pony cover. Anybody recognize? Of course, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers teaming up in one comic book. And we got lots of different covers for that. Pick your poison, kids. Okay, Eskimo Kisses from Scout Comics. This strange clause. This is the life and times of Joe Christmas, and basically it's laid out almost like a calendar, and it goes through time, showing different events in their life. It's very interesting, very different. Now, I've never seen a comic book like that one before. And what do we got here? Avengers, Thor. This is Marvel Avengers Thor. Good stuff. The other cover. Also from Joe Hill Comics. We got Daphne Byrne, which I believe is a vampire comic. Another pick. That one should be a hot one. Doctor Who, for all the Doctor Who fans out there. We got 3 different covers. Miles Morales. This is also a key book. I believe this is maybe the death of Miles from the alternate universe or something like that. You tell me. Miles Morales, the end. The other cover, we've got the ruins of Ravencroft Carnage. And there are 2 different covers to that. We have 20XX or 2020, however it's pronounced. This one's intriguing. American Jesus. And the other cover, which I think I like this one better. And then we got a couple more Marvels, and that is Star, the new Star series, just hitting. A couple different covers. My wife is not happy with this cover. She said that, what happens to spandex when it gets wet? It becomes see-through. She said, no woman is going to wear this costume when they're cosplaying it. They've caused a cosplay crisis. Marvel's X and Marvel's X, which is the follow-up story to Marvel's. I believe it's a sequel. Or maybe it's a prequel. Is it a prequel or a sequel? I'm not certain. Stranger Things. This is a new series, Into the Fire, Stranger Things. And I don't know if any of you are heavy metal fans, but Heavy Metal Magazine. It's a special edition of that. And I'm telling you, guys, there are stacks and stacks and stacks of comic books today. Today is a huge day for comics. Look at this. I'm not finished yet. If you were to buy every comic off the shelf, your stack would be approximately about a foot tall. That's a lot of comic books. So let me give you guys out there, whoever's listening, the secret word for the day. And if you're local, Mr. Happy, give us a secret word for the day. It is star. And for the next few days until Saturday, you come in, you're buying a trade paperback or a graphic novel, you tell them star, and you get 30% off that book. Also, we're going to do a monthly drawing, and how that's going to work is every week in the comments below after the show, if you make a comment on the video after the show, down the comments underneath, and anybody who makes a comment will be entered into the drawing. And this giveaway that we will do, we'll do the drawing on the first week of February, and it's going to be for the deluxe edition of Superman Secret Identity. It's a deluxe edition. It's a birds, a plane. It's Clark Kent. In this story, Clark is just a regular kid. He has no superpowers. His parents thought it'd be funny to call him Clark. And it turns out he didn't have any powers until he did. And he becomes Superman in this world. Pretty interesting story. And that's a free giveaway we're going to give for anybody in the continental United States that puts a comment down below. We'll enter you into it, and that gives you a chance every week. So that's the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th. That gives you 4 entries, or opportunity to do 4 entries, and we'll do the drawing on the first Wednesday in February, and we'll shout out whoever it is, and you can send us your information, and we'll mail it off to you. All right, but only for those in the continental U.S. What else we have to go over today? I had some variants to show you. These are the variants we have on the shelf for the ones that came out today. We have, hey, iChristine, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Guys, if you haven't checked out iChristine's show, she does games and reaction videos, and some of the stuff is absolutely hilarious. You'll love it. Go check her out, kids. And Jabroni's in the house. Yo, Jabroni. How you doing? We're just going over some of the variant covers that are happening today that will be on the shelves. You know how it works at the Comics Club. First come, first serve on the variants because they are limited. And if we just gave it to the people who had the most money or were able to buy them in advance, they would always be getting them and nobody would have a chance. So our policy is first come, first serve on Wednesday. And that's the 1 per store party variant of Marvels. And we have the variant for Star. Jabroni, your books are delayed. Your local comic shop books are delayed. That's a shame, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That is always a bummer when it happens to us. This is the 1 in 10 Turtles, number 101. I believe that's the introduction of Mona Lisa. First time she's ever been in comic books. And Ghost Rider design. Those are the variants we have for today. And I had one more thing to tell you. I'm trying to remember what it was. Well, we'll have the monthly contest. We're going to do this every week at 11 o'clock. And we're going to have that secret word. Remember, the secret word is star. Oh, I have an announcement for next week. Next week's show, I'm going to be talking about a new thing that I'm going to be offering to everyone. People have done these mystery boxes in the past. I've got some mystery boxes that are going to blow you guys away. And everyone's going to be guaranteed to have a hot, cool book in it. And I'll tell you what that book is next week when you're watching the show and how you can get what we're going to be calling the pusher packs. So these are going to be great deals. Guys, I have 150,000 comics in my inventory. I got to move some of these things. So I'm going to be putting them in mystery boxes. I will guarantee you're going to be loving the price and you're going to be loving what you get. So let's go down to chat here. We got Hector Davila. Thank you so much. Nice. And sounds really cool. Yes, Christine, it is going to be really cool. These boxes, I'm going to tell you, everybody's going to be very happy with what they get inside of them. There's going to be some great books in there, and the price is going to be a really good deal. If you're local, you'll be able to pick these up without the shipping cost. I think it'll be about $10 to ship it to anywhere in the continental U.S. It won't be for Canada or outside the continental U.S., but locally, you'll just be able to pick it up. And so I think I've covered everything that we're going to cover for this morning, and I really appreciate all of you showing up. We were able to have 9 people show up today, and thanks for the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to our channel, and I'll be looking for more stuff to be showing you. If you have ideas for the show that you would like us to try out or what things you'd like to see, I decided to show everybody the books that would be coming in today. That was a massive stack. And I don't know if I bored you to death or if you enjoyed watching those. You let me know. Yes, please hit that thumbs up, Jabroni says. I appreciate that. And do leave a comment. So if any of you came in late and didn't hear about the contest, we're going to be giving this book away. And it is the deluxe edition of Superman's Secret Identity. And all you have to do is, after the show, leave a comment for this video. And everybody who leaves a comment will be entered. And each week this month, if you leave a comment, we're going to enter you into it. And the first Wednesday, I'll announce the winner. We'll do a drawing right there live. I'll announce the winner, and the winner just sends me off their information, their address. I'll send it to me in an email. I'll give you all that information, and you'll get this for free. And we're going to do a drawing we're going to do this every month, a drawing, and I'll remind you every week about this drawing. And we'll have a new secret word of the day for everybody local to get a good discount. And this shirt, you like this shirt, Geeky Guy? This shirt was made by my wife. And some of you may recognize it from the first episode of the Shredded Edition. If you haven't seen the Shredded Edition, please go look. You might want to have a stiff drink before you do. But we create one-of-a-kind. Those of you who are familiar with what we do, we create a one-of-a-kind collectible right on the show, and then we put up for auction after the show on eBay. And we let the market decide how much it's worth because it is a one-of-a-kind item. Nobody else will have one, only you. I'm so glad you're loving my shirt here. And this is going to be fun. We're going to do our very best to entertain you. We're going to offer new and different things. We might next week I'll tell you the details about the pusher packs and how you can get them, and nobody's going to be disappointed, I assure you. So I've got about another half hour to get everything together for the store, and my wife graciously has let me have this time without distraction while she goes out and gets some coffee while I do the show, because Dolly has no interest in being on the show whatsoever. And yeah, I'll show you some of the other shirts. She also does these quilts. Dolly makes these quilts. She's done some other ones, and she's in the process of working on them. She does sell them. And I'll be showing some other ones up there. And if anybody has any interest, this one's not for sale because this one's mine. She made it to sell, but I immediately snagged it. So I had to have this one for myself because I'm a Superman fan and I had to have it. So, yeah, but like I say, my shirts, she's the wardrobe for the show. And hey, I'm just getting alerts from Key Alert. Looks like God Country. Kate's updates Twitter on God Country confirming the screenplay for the movie is complete. So there you go, guys. If you're not getting Key Collector, you're being left behind, because this app, it's got everybody scrambling in here, diving into my back issue boxes, beating me out to comic books that suddenly went from $3 to $15 on eBay. I can't keep up with it. It's okay. Come and browse my 50,000 plus comic books on the floor. I'm sure you're going to find gold and treasures out there. You won't be disappointed. Yes, she is, Christine. She is amazingly talented at sewing and other crafts. Dolly's really great, really good stuff. So if you enjoyed the show, please tell your friends about it. Let them know. I will do my best to give you new and interesting things, or even breaking news as it's happening in the comic book world as I find out about it. And I'll present it on the show. I hope you enjoyed us this morning. We've run about, I guess we've run about 20, 24 minutes here, and I wasn't certain how long the show is going to go. I figured it'd be going about 20 to 30 minutes long, and that's probably what it's going to be every week. So I'll go now. I'll get the store together. Once again, please do leave a comment down below so that you get entered into the drawing for the Superman Secret Identity book, which we'll be giving away. And every month we're going to be giving away something different. I'll be telling you next week about the details of the pusher packs, and I think you're not going to be disappointed. And one last thing, definitely going to watch that start. I jumped on late. Well, absolutely, Geeky Guy. We're going to try to present the comic books so everybody's have it fresh in their mind about what's coming out this week. We had a huge stack today. You can always catch it on the rewind to see what's going on. And I think that's all for the very first show. I want to again thank everybody for showing up and being part of it today. I really appreciate it. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you. We'll see you guys at the Comics Club.